Alright, what I got here is a 2003 Damon Challenger. It's on a workhorse chassis, W20. What I've been having a problem with when I bought it a year ago, and jacks wasn't working. So I got a power gear leveling jack system on here, and I finally got around to chasing down wires and trying to find out what was wrong with it. So I chased the wires down back from my control panel. I wasn't getting no power to it. So I chased it back, went down under the bus, and it goes to, in one of the compartments, level a controller that's mounted to your floor, your bus, your RV. So I chased it down to there, and it wasn't plugged into it. So got to looking at it, and the spot where it's plugged into, the little the female adapter part is kind of like this. Look, kind of like this piece here was gone. All I had was just the wires poking out. So what I did there, had to buy me another one. Got on the internet, found one, bought it, put it in. It came with a different plug because that system there was obsolete, so it has a different plug. So I had to buy a wire for it to splice it, and I'll show y'all that. What I did, and so I did that, put it together, go to run it again, and I still wasn't getting no power to my control board. Doing some more investigation, looking at it, control board, I don't know if you'll see this right here. It's like that little black disc got like a chip inside it, like it blew out. So what I did, I had to go buy a new control board. Boom. Got it right here, mounted in right now. It's all good. Now I had power to it, turn it on, and then I had two lights flashing. On off was flashing, and the wait light was flashing. I looked that up, and the problem was it said the neutral ground at your 6-pin, it wasn't getting the grounded. And I'll show you what happened with that. I found out and I got it all going. It's good to go now. So let me show you where that control box is, what I did, and how I fixed it. Okay, here's my door for my bus. Come down. It was in my second compartment here, underneath. Got wires right there in that box. That's your controller. That levels it automatically, and that sends all your messages to your control board inside. And what they did when they was throwing stuff in here on this first little wire right here, this one here, it's got 4 wires going to a small plug. That runs to your control panel inside the bus by your steering, by your driver's side there. What they did, they was throwing stuff in here. They pulled this wire out, I guess, with chairs or whatever they was throwing in here, and broke the adapter inside that box. So I had to replace that box. Now I spliced it back. I had a different. It has a different plug. It's a flat one instead of a square one. And I just spliced it in with the colors running into the inside to the control panel. So when I got that done, I had power going to it and everything, and it wouldn't. It had my 2 lights flashing. What it was, it said a neutral ground had a bad connection. I come out here and they had all these little splices like this all taped up right here going to that 6-pin plug up there. And the problem was 2 of these wires got loose. This one, I just redid this one. They had this on here like that, and that one of the wires had pulled out, and this one here also was disconnected. So what I did, I just wired them roughly together, and I went back inside, turned everything on, cranked the engine, and it worked fine. So what I'm doing now, I got these little fittings here. I'm gonna splice these wires together, take all this junk off that they had here, taped all up, and I'll have these on here, and then I'm good to go. When it's got the two lights flashing, the waiting on and off, it says you're not in park. It says your transmission is not in park. So, but my problem was, had a loose wire, spliced back together, I'm good to go. If you're willing and able, you can fix it yourself.